How's it going, everybody? You are here today with North Alabama Hiking. Today I'm at the Harvest Square Nature Preserve in Madison County, Alabama. And I was going to talk a little bit about that. It's a really neat little trail here. Kind of a different kind of hike than a lot of the others around here. It takes you through some of these an area like the Beaver Dam, not too far from where I'm at, and there's a couple of man-made ponds that these ponds were formed when they were constructing the public shopping center, and they had the holes dug out, and they had these ponds were dug out, not meant to be ponds, but the ponds just formed here when the creeks would flood and the rainwaters would fill it up, and then over time, due to geese and birds and things like that, they would fly in and they would drop, they would pick up eggs from other ponds and things that they would snatch up. They would drop them into these ponds, and so now you can come in and fish these ponds. There was some folks fishing over there, so I'm not going to bother them. But yeah, this is a pretty neat little spot, and I'm going to take you over to another area where you can hike around an agricultural field, because the Land Trust preserved that land and allow farmers to continue to farm that land, but you can hike around it, and it's pretty neat, and I'll take you over there. All right, y'all, I've made my way over to the other side of the preserve here, which takes you around the agricultural field. And to me, this is really neat, and why I like to come over here on occasion, even though it's a little bit of a drive for me, is this is the only trail in the area where you get to walk around, in this case, a soybean field. It's what soybeans is what they have planted here. And I've been here where they've had cotton, and I think they've had corn here at times past. But the Land Trust preserved this in this section of it to allow farmers to keep farming it, because we're losing a lot of our farmland. Every year, just a lot of this farmland, when the original owners pass away or whatever, it gets sold and made into subdivisions. And don't get me wrong, there's subdivisions and places like that are needed, but we also need farmland. And so by the Land Trust taking this over, this should remain farmland as long as they have it. And if you're wondering what area of Alabama this is, I said it's in Madison County. I think I mentioned that, but it's in Madison County, northern Madison County. We're pretty well north of Huntsville, and a lot of people think of Madison County, they think of a big city of Huntsville, but there is a lot of country and a lot of farmland when you get outside of Huntsville. And it's also kind of a mountainous area when you get on into Madison. Now the bigger mountains are further to the east, but You can see you do have some nice little hills here. Makes it nice and scenic in my opinion. But and also over in that general direction, that's where the ponds were. That's where I came from. And I wanted to get out a ways and to get out away from the folks that are fishing and hiking, where I don't bother them, and so I can talk about this area. Yeah, to me it's just really cool. And you know, getting to hike around this field, you know, you get to get an up close and personal taste of what these farmers do, and how important it is to have them, for them to be able to do this. So really cool of the land trust to preserve the spot and keep it farmland. So anyway, for the next part of the video, I'm gonna take y'all back into the woods over there. And they have a little nature trail in the woods that has some trees and things like that labeled. So that's a good educational experience, and I'll take y'all through that when I get there. I've made it back over to the trail that cuts through the woods, and the Dry Creek Trail and the nature trail area. And so you can see some of the trees have labels on them that tells you a little bit about them. Like this one being the sweet gum. And if you ever want to know if you're near a sweet gum tree, those little spike balls will tell you. You definitely know one's around when you see them. There's a few other trees that are labeled I do believe we'll walk through here and see if we can find them. Here's another one. The southern red oak. I think it's neat when these, the land trust and places like that, put that kind of stuff up where you can not only get out here and enjoy a hike, but you can learn too. To me, that's just part of the experience. Right here you got a hackberry tree. They've got labeled. And also one of the sections where you step out to enter the trail that goes around the agricultural field. They've got a nice little informational sign, educational sign about that as well. And to me, that's pretty cool that they do this. So I'm going to finish the Dry Creek Trail loop here, and then my hike will be over. But I just want to do a video and show y'all what the Harvest Square Nature Preserve has to offer. You got the fishing ponds, you got the soybean fields you can hike around, and you got the woods where the nature trail is. Where you can do a little bit of learning while you're here. Anyway, I'm gonna hike my way back to the truck, and if you catch this video, feel free to like it, and any comments you have, please leave them below. Thank you very much.